Good morning, Divine Masculines. Welcome to Divine Empowerment. My name is Joanne, and I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has subscribed, liked, commented, shared the videos. I appreciate it so much. And if you're new to my channel, I do give away gift giveaways with every 100 subscribers. My next drawing will be at 300, so definitely subscribe, and also find me on Facebook. It's right below in the description. That way I can enter your name into the drawings. And this next gift is a serpentine crystal. It assists with waking that Kundalini energy. And so I'm super excited about this one. Also too, I linked all the metaphysical properties of the stone at the bottom of this description. So, welcome. I just want to say a huge welcome to all the new twin flames that are coming into activation. It's been so exciting. Welcome to the twin flame community, and just so happy about it. So, and also too, I want to send out a special thank you to everyone who's purchased an Akashic reading and clearing. It really is phenomenal work, and Divine Masculines, I would highly recommend it for you. I mean, it's just going to help you get through this whole twin flame journey faster, much faster. Okay, so I am a twin flame, and I'm in full union, and I've been in full union since June 21st, the summer solstice. And yes, so my life has completely changed. I mean, my divine feminine, and again, this is not about sex, it's about which energy do you resonate with more. So, yeah, so my divine feminine, he actually had this plan, right? And so he just went out and he's searching for me, but he's planning our future together. It's beautiful. And we are in the process of selling around the world. So yes, your twin flame, it's going to be probably something a little different than what you're used to, okay? It doesn't mean that there's not twin flames that have more normal lifestyles, but the connection is far from normal. It is about transformation. It's about becoming a better you. Okay? Now, the overall, I've already pre-dealt the cards, and I like to do mental body, emotional body, where you're at in your transformation, and what the divine feminine wants you to know and or work on at this time. Now, because there's so many new twin flames out there, I just want to say a special thing to all the new twins that are being activated, especially masculines. You definitely want to meditate, call in your twin so that they can start, you can start coming together, right? It's so exciting. It's an intense process, okay? So be prepared. All right, so we're going to look at some of the overall energies for Divine Masculine. Divine Masculines tend to get triggered more than Divine Feminines. They're a little more dramatic, and they feel the separation of the heartache and the loss. It's what actually pushes them into the leading position of the relationship. They feel more, okay? The Divine Feminines mainly focus on pentacles, manifesting into the physical reality, right? Whereas Divine Masculines are more esoteric. They do the brunt of the transformation work. It doesn't mean that Divine Feminines don't do transformation work. I didn't mean that, but they just do it from a different perspective, okay? And the world. We're here to change the world. We're here to create a place that we can incarnate and live out our divine self-expression. So masculines, do the work, do the transformation, right? Come into full union, because the more of us that come into full union, then the more activations that will occur. And we have so many twin flames incarnated right now, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. Now, Divine Masculines, I understand that you need your karmic relationships, right? It teaches you really quickly. Just make sure that you're learning your lessons quickly, right? And make sure that you're calling on Archangel Chamuel to help you call in your confidence, because it takes a lot of confidence to get into full union, and that comes from you, Divine Masculines. All right, so we're going to look at the mental body. Where are you guys at? Ooh. All right, so you definitely are being patient with the Divine Feminines. So proud of you guys, because, you know, like I said, you get triggered and then you go into separation, and then it's like, whoa, what happened, right? And your Divine Feminines, they'll come to you and they'll have all these weird plans, right? Like I said, my life looks nothing like it did before. So just make sure that you're open to it and you're patient with the unfolding of that plan. And mentally you're like, all right, I get it now. Let's move into action. But now you're in separation. It's kind of hard to do. But mentally, definitely think about, envision your conversations with your Divine Feminine. Talk to them in the astral. So it doesn't have to be in the physical. Even though you're ready mentally, you're like, all right, let's go. I miss you. I feel the heartache and the loss and separation. I've learned my lesson. I want to come back into this. Let's try again. And set those intentions forth. Set that, set that mental energy forth. Because your Divine Feminine's holding space for you. That's what they do. So it's up to you to get mentally into that patient place, and then mentally see how your reconciliation comes back together. All right, so in your heart space, you're definitely feeling discontent and boredom, right? You're like, well, it was perfect and now it's not perfect, and what do I do? Just emotionally, sometimes it's better to be discontent and bored than it is to be overwhelmed and with these intense emotional, I want to call them episodes in the twin flame journey, but it's also healing. So, you're looking at your Divine Feminines and you're like, do they even know I'm alive? You're definitely envying that they just don't seem as emotional about this connection as you do. But that's okay. They do catch up. Even though you lead in the emotional, a lot with the emotional, because there's so much healing that takes place in that body that. So yes, you do lead in that department, but know that every time you become a newer, better version of you, make sure that your Divine Feminine sees your eyes. You feel that vibrational shift. You learn your lessons, you go out, you have these karmic situations come up. It teaches you how to move in the right direction, because as a leader you're kind of like, well, what do I do exactly? How do I lead this relationship when the Divine Feminine won't even talk to me, right? Well, it's temperance. It's temperance, Divine Masculine. It will temper you. You will come into an unconditional love space for your Divine Feminine, where they can just write their own rules. They rule. They rule in the physical, but it's up to you to rule in the emotional, into the more spiritual realm. All right. So where are you guys at in your transformation? Oh, all right. So yes, authority. You're getting more and more confident about this connection. And it was so strange because the last reading for Divine Feminines, it was more centered around new twin flame activations. Whereas on this reading for Divine Masculines, you guys know who your partner is, okay? And if you don't know, then you better be actively calling them in and be confident about it. And when they show up, it will knock you on your feet or off your feet, however that goes. But it also gives you confidence, and it allows you to come into a place of knowing, a place of authority. You wrote these contracts together, okay? Now you're learning to decipher them, decode them, and you're going to be triggered. If you're not actively healing your Akashic records, number one, huge in this journey. You've got to learn the old-fashioned way. You got to hit your head and learn to walk, or learn to crawl before you walk, and then learn to run after you learn to crawl and walk and run. It takes longer. So definitely in your transformation, be grateful for every triggered moment. Right? And you're like, well, why do I have to be triggered? It's just the way the contracts are written up. I mean, the same way that the Divine Feminine was probably like, well, why do I have to come up with a unconventional plan? Right? It's just part of the twin flame contract. Just saying. But in your transformation, Divine Masculines, the sun, you're golden. I love that too. Like my twin flame and I, whenever we were going through our separation points, every time we came back into reconciliation, this was before our main union, he would always say, we're golden. You're golden. I'm golden. We're golden. The universe is supporting this like 1,000-fold, right? We are here to transform the world in which we incarnate in, and to live from a place of a higher form of love. It's shifting the polarity of the energy from the highest point was bliss to the 0 point is bliss. And then the lowest emotion would be peace, which used to be at the midway. So you're golden, Divine Masculines. Don't stress yourself out, okay? Be good to yourself, love yourself, pamper yourself, It's so important. Now, what the Divine Feminine wants you guys to work on or know at this time, balance. She needs you to balance that emotional Divine Masculine energy, right? And that could be really simple, like balancing all aspects of your life. Calling in the Divine Feminine. Calling in that place of balance where you're not being triggered constantly. And, stay positive. Stay positive. And she wants you to know that she's holding space for you. Even if she's not so receptive to like just jump right back in, right? She wants you to know that she loves you. She loves you so much. And she will hold this space for you until it's time for you to come into full union. Now, even once you get into full union, there's kind of like a blending point or a transmuting point. And this happened in my twin flame connection, where even though we came into full union, I still had to transmute energy. So know that it does get better and better and better. Now I don't get triggered. You know, and if I do, then it definitely serves me way more now, because I'm like, whoa, what's going on over here? Did I fall out of alignment with myself? Because it can happen. You know, and every time you come back into reconciliation, you just get stronger as a whole. It does get more and more intense, but you're more and more able to handle it. Okay, so it won't always be this explosive tower moment, like melt everything down to nothing, and then you're like, what happened? Was I meditating too long, honey? So she definitely wants you to step into positive affirmations, positive intentions towards her and this union. Okay, become the King of Wands. And it's so important that you accept her plan the way she's laid it out for you to. She wants you to focus on that self-love, staying in balance, becoming more grounded, right? Because divine masculine, you're actually merging your energies within yourself. So be prepared for your Kundalini awakening, right? Because it can throw you into some major self-deception. Now, I've got a channeled message here from the Divine Feminine. Oh, she wants you to know it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And, you know, I mean, there's no denying twin flame connection, especially once you meet them. You just have to know and trust that she's coming back, and you're never truly separated. And she wants you to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type in expectations, meaning she's changing too. I know it feels like you're like constantly changing, improving. Well, she's also doing that as well. She's just not as rapid about it as you are. But she wants you to know it's worth waiting for. It's so worth waiting for. And also too, pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to, because if you're in separation, divine masculine, and you haven't done the work, you will continue to get triggered by protective soulmates, healing soulmates. I mean, they'll just come in and it's like, whoa, wait a minute. It's actually worse than getting triggered by your twin flame, even though it just feels different, right? It's not as much fun. It's not as clear on what you need to be focused on. She wants you to know the signs are cautioning you. If you're still getting triggered and you're in separation, that's not a good sign. That means that there's something that you have not realized, something that has not come into your awareness yet for you to transmute, transform energetically. And she also says, don't forget chemistry. I see you over there in those karmic relationships. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And that was huge, like, especially coming into full union with my divine partner. You know, every time we'd go into separation, I would immediately just start working. What do I need to fix over here, right? And divine masculines tend to take the divine feminine for granted. Until you don't ever again. Just saying. Now I've pulled one Lover's Oracle card for divine masculine. Twin flames, your passion ignites. And there is no karmic partner on this planet that's going to make you feel the way your divine feminine does. And I think that this is what really gives them the confidence to reject the masculine so many times. It's like, I know. So, and also to welcome twin flames to the twin flame community. Mwah, much love.